Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hardcore Cottagecore Let's Play. A few episodes ago I went to the jungle and I brought back some bamboo. However, since like episode 2 and now, I haven't done absolutely anything with it, and I think that today it's about time that we finally make a farm for this. Our iron supply is running a little bit low, so it might be kind of difficult to make a huge farm, but it is a really good wood type to have for like sticks and stuff, so I think that's my main goal for today. However, last episode I also got this mending book, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually apply it to my axe. And I've just realized I ran all the way over here and this isn't even where my anvil is. But back over at my house, I'm hoping this won't take too many levels, and only 2, that's not bad. So now our axe shouldn't break today. And last episode as well we made this lovely cottage for our librarian, and I have been attempting to save up some emeralds, because we did unlock this awesome trade for feather falling for only 15 emeralds. And I also do need more emeralds for bookshelves in here, so I was thinking I might get another librarian from our pit of villagers that we have, basically just to get a paper trade out of them. How about you, sir? Do you want to do anything cool? Oh, Riptide. I kind of want to pick the book, but I also don't want to be too picky. Let's see, Fire Aspect 2 won't do. Density 1 also not super helpful. I don't see myself getting a mace anytime soon. Do you remember what I said about my axe not breaking this episode? You're really testing that. I mean, you keep giving me things like Curse of Binding. Oh, what the heck, a better mending trade? It wasn't even what I was going for. I wanted like a good unbreaking one. I mean, that is cheaper than my other guy, so I suppose I might as well. There we go, you're locked in now, and I should be able to pretty easily get you out of here. There you go. Okay, now this time I think we're just gonna go through this side. I really should put a door in here instead of going all the way around, but for right now, we're gonna just block it up again. I think you should be okay living with the other librarian. It's not a huge place, but you guys should get along alright. And I forgot that I've accidentally villager-proofed this doorway, so I will have to kind of break some things a little bit. And yeah, now we have 2 mending villagers. And before I forget, I'm gonna combine my feather falling book with my boots. Now that is a decent pair of boots. Let's not look too closely at our other armor, but at least we've got feather falling protection now. And as for the build today, it's going to be more of a factory sort of vibe, because I think I want to produce bamboo and sugarcane, but I'm going to need a lot of bamboo for the build itself, so I'm going to start a small farm right here, because a stack in 14 will not cut it, I don't think. I might actually build the farms first, just to see if they're functional, but I am worried a little bit about the limited amount of iron that we have. Plus, I'm thinking about building a lot of this out of stone, so those 2 things give us a good excuse to come over to the mining area and visit our copper golems again, where I'm hoping... Oh no, I didn't wax one guy. Oh, never mind, I did. That was really creepy. I didn't think he was meant to be green, but I'm not entirely sure. And I also don't know where his friend went. There are supposed to be 2 of you. I know this guy's supposed to be there, but I might actually end up taking him and replacing the other guy, because I think he might have just wandered off again. I mean, they're not super fast, but they could have gotten quite far in the amount of time I've been gone. Yeah, either a baby gate or a babysitter would have been good, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find him now. He's just so little, I don't think he's going to be very easy to spot. Unless maybe he went into this cave, looking for things to sort, possibly. Maybe instead of going strip mining, I'll check in this cave and see if I can find him. The chances are low, but it's still possible. My gosh, this is quite a massive cave. What the heck, I was not expecting this to open up again. Alright, that's a little spooky, but there does seem to be a lot of iron everywhere. And also skeletons, my favorite. Not a day goes by that I don't absolutely love this bow. I think it saved my life more than once so far in this series. This might be what I use my next bending book on, honestly. Oh my gosh, I did not clear out all the mobs like I thought I did. Oh, he trapped another enchanted bow. I bet it's not as good as mine. My gosh, skeletons in the freaking roof? That's so unfair. Anyways, oh, he did have a punch 1 bow. That's not nothing. I actually don't know if punch is better than power, or if you can even have both at the same time. All I know is the bow I have right now is absolutely the best. Oh, I think this is just random dripstone right here. Actually, I think we're above a giant aquifer, so this might be catastrophic by opening this up, but I really do need some dripstone. It'd be very good. Oh no, my torches. Why does this always happen to me? Yep, all of them. Just gone. Absolutely gone. Alright, well there better be some pointed dripstone up there at least. Oh, there is. It's just underwater and a little bit dangerous to get. But quickly and... Alright, that should be good. I really don't want to drown in this cave, but 4-pointed dripstone, that's super good. That solves part of the fuel problem I've been having. So we could very easily set up an automatic lava farm today as well. Oh my gosh. It always scares me so much. I even had kind of a warning from the bed that time. It said there were monsters nearby and I did not believe it. At least that time it didn't do a whole lot of damage. But I have no idea where it even came from, which is the scary part. Oh, maybe up there. Never mind, I see. Maybe it would be a good idea to actually light this up for safety. Oh my gosh, skeletons! Alright, well I think everything is pretty well lit up in this section at least. And now would actually be a good time to test out my feather falling boots, I suppose. Oh my gosh, this is part of the lush cave! Oh, that's handy. I didn't know there was one so close to home. I remember I had to travel at least a little ways to get to my other one. It's so good though, I can get so much drip leaf now. And actually clay, because I do need a lot of bricks for stuff. I'm not sure, there's probably other caves around here, like this might actually lead to a bigger part of the lush cave. So I don't feel super bad about absolutely destroying this little chunk right here. Oh, and I suppose this doesn't really lead anywhere. I mean, that's fine. I don't really need anything else right now. I think we've got more than what we needed from this cave system. I really just came for iron, but we did find a dripstone cave and a lush cave, basically right in my backyard, so that's cool. We didn't find the golem, though, and I fear that we never will, so I might have to replace him when I get back home, which feels a little bit mean, but I do need 2 guys to sort all of my stuff when I go mining like this, and that other guy basically just walked off the job. So here you go, little friend. I'm gonna just let you go back to work. But not up here, please, though. But why? Why do you seek to go over here? Oh no, is he gonna go into my basement? He might. I probably should just remove this copper chest. It's not really doing anything down there. Okay, look, mister. I'm gonna take this away. It's not for you. You have so many other things to do at the other place. Remember where I set you free? So we're just gonna walk back there now, alright? Actually, I should probably also get some wax for you and your friend. There you go. You're welcome. Then I'm also going to make a baby gate for you in just a second, because this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, did I just accidentally lead these 2 together? What? What has happened? I am so confused. Actually, that would have probably been helpful for the other guy. Well, that or they would have both gotten lost, but what the heck? I wanted to just wax you. And now I've created something that I don't know what to do with. I don't even know that it's helpful because you get stuck in the corner if one of you goes over there. Yeah, I'm gonna just unhook you. Maybe. Never mind, I don't know how to do that. That's so weird. I've reloaded the game and it's still doing this, so apparently this is intentional, and I have no idea how to undo it. Yeah, okay. Well, you guys probably still are gonna need a gate to keep you in here. Like, I'll do one up here, maybe, I suppose? Not that I think you 2 could ever possibly make your way up the stairs tied together like this. And then I don't know what to do for out here either. I mean, it just looks a bit silly like that. I don't know, you still might be able to walk underneath that. Oh, I did it! I unbroke it. I mean, I broke it. That sentence did not make any sense, but you guys are good now, right? But while I'm here, I'm gonna unload some stuff for you guys to sort. And yeah, it's been fun, as always. Have fun sorting all the things, and please, please, please do not run away. Yeah, I think that was a pretty successful trip. I got like 1 shy of a full stack of iron, which is good. I should have plenty of that now to do all of the farm things that I need to do. So now I can get started on building the bamboo farm. I know that I'm gonna need a lot of observers. I'm not sure how many exactly, but I just know it's gonna be a lot. And actually, another very, very quick but super important distraction. I might as well set up my lava farm right now. I think I have plenty of iron that I can waste some on a cauldron. So if I just set this up in like a super safe space, like right here. Actually, that might not be a super good place for it. There's really no good place to put a block of lava down here, surprisingly. So So this might actually be another good use for our mining building down here. Although, actually, are they sorting stone into this? I didn't think they could reach that. Yeah, I have another stone chest, but there's 16 in that one. Although he didn't find it, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna put it in this chest? He's checking. He might. Alright, he didn't. That's okay though, because now we can use this for lava. And I'm pretty sure I have fire spread off. I'm very much hoping that I do. But I guess we'll find out. We do have this small bit of lava right down here by our mine shaft. Actually, maybe I'll test it here first. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine, right? Now, if I just do this, that should be pretty safe. And I don't think the golems can get in here and burn their toes either, so that should be all set. I mean, it's been a couple minutes and nothing has burned down yet, so I think it's fine. I'm even going to turn this block here into a wooden block as well. And by now, all of our iron is finished smelting, so we can use that along with a bunch of cobblestone to make some pistons. Now, I've also been trading with the librarians in here, and I'm really hoping to get a glass trade because I do need some glass since this is going to be kind of a greenhouse design, at least for part of it. So I think I'm going to try to buy some bookshelves off this guy and trade the books back. I won't be gaining any emeralds, but I really just want to level them up. And that didn't do as much as I thought it did. Maybe we can also buy some lanterns? Oh, there we go. Now I just also need some more emeralds to buy that glass, but that shouldn't be too difficult. So we've got almost everything we need with the exception of a few hoppers, which is what is going to use most of our iron, I think. And you can probably tell which part of this area I'm planning to work in. I just thought it would be good to flatten the area out a little bit, because all I'm really going to do is create a observer and piston tower. Pretty typical for how you build a bamboo farm. It's just very, very expensive to do, and it'll look a little bit awkward, which is why I'm kind of hiding it in this enclosed greenhouse that we're eventually gonna build around it. And I think just that height should do. That way I won't go completely bankrupt making all of the materials I need for this, and we can still extend it a few blocks along here. Okay, so this is the basic mechanism, but I don't actually want to run a cart underneath where the bamboo will be planted, just because that's going to make a lot of noise, and I want it to actually run into two separate chests. So instead, I'm just going to use a little bit of mud underneath here, because it doesn't count as a full block, which means that hoppers can still pick up anything that falls on top of it, whereas they couldn't if it was like any other block. So if we just do that, and then toss a couple pieces, that ends up down in the hoppers here. And I don't know if that's actually any easier, but for me, it kind of feels like it is. And there is a new iron golem that I'm trying very hard not to be afraid of, but he is a little scary. But with the hoppers added in, this should be fully functional. It just would be helpful to get some kind of a building around it, because right now if these pistons fire, they're just going to push the bamboo somewhere where they won't be collected. Basically just to say that we need to collect some materials to get going here, starting first with a little bit of dark oak. I am also going to use jungle in this build because, you know, it's bamboo, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. For the greenhouse part, it's easier to just use some dark oak because the logs and the planks are the same color pretty much. I'll start by just piling up some logs here, leaving a good layer of block space for some glass to go in, and I won't make this too tall. But that just gives us a nice little guide of where to put the glass. And now I'm going to go and use a very delicate combination of trapdoors and shelves to make a pretty little greenhouse design here that I'm hoping will eventually offset the factory sort of vibe that we're gonna have, because I'm still trying to keep it very, very cottagecore while doing this. Okay, so now that's the greenhouse design pretty much done. But as I was building it, I was kind of thinking that it would be cool to use some different colors of glass. So I'm actually going to run down to the river really quick and just take out a couple of these squid here. They've got quite a lot of health for a creature that usually traps themselves on the beach and perishes. But it's fine, because 8 should be enough for what I want to do with them. It's actually probably going to be the bone meal that's more of an issue. but about 10 bone meal should make plenty of dye. I'll try not to turn more of this into dye than I need to because I could also sell it to that librarian for more money. Not that it's a very efficient way to do it, but maybe for just 1 emerald's worth of glass it's worth it. And since I didn't figure out that I wanted to change it before putting in all of the glass, we are unfortunately going to have to be doing a lot of this. Not that you guys will hear very much of it, I don't think. There we go, I think that's a little bit better. It's definitely darker, but I think it helps take away from the intensity of the glass, like how it would normally look. So yeah, and I think the bamboo farm has been doing pretty well while we've been doing that. So I can use it to make a couple different blocks for our build here. Specifically the one that's the most difficult to make, which is the bamboo mosaic blocks. And yeah, I might want to put another sugarcane farm in the main build, but I think we'll have to kind of get the actual structure down before we do that. So let's finish gathering the rest of the materials that we need today. And oh my gosh, my horse has already run halfway across the earth. Please come back here, I need you. It's so far to my house, and I'm so slow. Unsurprisingly, the first thing that I need is actually some spruce wood. And of course, another wood type we're gonna need is jungle, which will be a little bit more difficult than the spruce. Actually, you know what? This might be worth a trip to the jungle. This is going a little bit too slow for me, and we do need it kind of a lot, so probably just one of those giant jungle trees will do it. I just don't want to waste the saplings growing them here because I know I won't get them back. What the heck? I literally just unleashed you. Where did you go? Oh, he was frolicking in the flowers. Never mind. Anyways, the jungle isn't too far off this way. Trident guy, I'm doing the dig myself into a hole tactic, I think. Gosh, those guys do a lot of damage. And this is the one instance where I don't think my bow is gonna be helpful. What the heck, where did he go? Excuse me, you can't just attack me and then leave. Wow, arrows actually do go pretty far down in the water. Oh, never mind, it's you. You're just stuck under the ledge. Gotcha. Oh, but you didn't drop it. Now all of his friends are coming to fight me too. That was actually surprisingly scary. I did not like that. But it's okay, I can see the jungle now. It probably would have been a little easier to take my boat on this journey, I think. And you know what, while I'm here, I might as well grab just a little bit of bamboo. So now I've got the jungle wood, but I forgot that I want some of it stripped. So I'm just gonna pile up in a massive tower here, probably about 32 high, because that's just about what I'll need. And also now I can finally see my area from above. It really shows how far away everything is. But back down we go. Another thing that we need is a handful of this pale moss here. And oh my gosh, the cherry leaves scared me. For some reason I thought that they were the Enderman particles, because there's one guy that's been hanging around, but anyways, good that they're not. And the last thing I need is down here where our little guys have hopefully been working away. Although the chest is glitched, so I think not. I could have sworn I had a place for gravel. Oh, maybe I moved dripstone there instead. I'm sorry, my dude, you've probably been searching for a while for a place for that. You'll figure it out. And for now, dripstone can go right in here with my amethyst stuff. And yeah, anyways, I need a bunch of stones, like about a stack or two each of the deep slate and some cobblestone and tuff, as well as the little bit of smooth stone that we do have. And now that should be everything that we need to start building here. The main chunk of this is just going to be a giant stone building. My plan is to really just use these kind of blocks for the palette of it with the green and the dark stone, along with a little bit of tuff and some pale moss for slightly lighter bits along here. So yeah, I'll just keep doing this and basically just pile it up to probably higher than that point, to be honest, just by a little bit. Okay, and that's most of the structural part of the build done. As you can see, we have quite a lot of space in here, but I was thinking for a nice framing in between the roof and the walls, I would use the enormous amount of shelves that I made. I mean, we all know how good shelves are. I've used them in pretty much everything now that they're in the game, but probably not to this extent. I just think for here especially, they really fit the type of industrial sort of vibe by doing them along the walls like this. I won't do them on this level for this specific build. I just think they look like really good supports for the top of this build. So we'll just put in some filler blocks here, and then we can just put these on the edges. And I am planning on having the sugarcane farm in like the roof type of area, so this will also give us maybe like an extra block of space we could make use of. It's not very different from doing just like another beam across there, but I think just a little bit more unique because it kind of sticks out off the side a little bit there. So yeah, I have been really waiting for my bamboo to pile up here. I guess I didn't realize how much bamboo this roof would take, because I think I'm going to need about a stack, and right now I have 34, so we'll see how that goes. There might be some holes in it for a little bit, but that's okay. And to start the roof, I need to first finish off the wall, which I'll use our stripped jungle wood for, to kind of break up the coldness we have with the stone, and also tie it back in a little bit with the jungle theme, that we have here. My gosh, this is not a great build to fall off of. It's like the tallest one I've done so far. I have left 2 little holes in here for a window, of course using our tried and true oak trap doors. And now I think we're ready to start the bamboo part of the roof here. I'm going to try to go for kind of like a shingle type of roof, very tightly patterned, a little different from the roofs that we've been doing with just like the random variations in there. I want this one to have this checkerboard kind of feel so that it'll look more, I guess, polished from the bottom, which I know it's a little bit difficult to tell from like right up close to it, but I'm hoping it'll look pretty good from far away. I'm also going to be easing into the yellower tones of the regular bamboo block. And then finally I did bring some birch as well for the very top if we have room, just to create a nice little gradient while still working in this patchwork kind of style. Well, we made it through at least one half of the roof with some bamboo left over. And before I forget about it, I'm going to do the actual trim to this, still using our spruce. I was going to do more dark oak like we did kind of with the greenhouse over there, but oops, I keep doing that. But I thought that the dark oak would be too dark compared to the bamboo and stuff up there, so I think for this one, spruce works a little better. Well, it seems that I have run out of bamboo for the second half of the roof. I mean, it is almost done, kind of. But while we're waiting for that, I suppose I could fill in the windows here. I've been kind of deciding on what to use between either our oak trap doors or something more factory themed like copper bars. And I ended up going with copper bars because we do use oak trap doors quite a lot around here, so changing it up a little bit will be good, especially where everything is kind of smushed in this one area. I am hoping they will eventually oxidize down to that first stage, but for right now they aren't too far off. And then again, to fit the theme, I'm going to use some jungle trap doors, which luckily don't look too similar to the ones used up there. But I think I'm going to do a little overhang as well, again mostly out of spruce wood. Then on the side, since they're a little bit shorter, I'm going to use a couple of campfires, because we do have a lot of spruce going on here, so this just changes it up without being too out of place. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I should also probably do the doorway here as well. For that, we can fill in this with a little bit more jungle. I was going to do more stone, but I think it's just way too much in this particular area. So instead I'll use a slightly different kind of spruce trim with a couple fences and that stair there. And yeah, I think that's a good little factory door. It's not huge. I didn't want this to feel too industrial, so I just did a little one, but I think it works out for here. And then to top it off, I'll add in a spruce door. And maybe to add a little bit more greenery here, I'm going to do some leaves for a sort of flower bed that isn't quite a flower bed. And I'll do just a little bit of purple in there for a pop of color that isn't yellow or green. And then underneath here to support it, I'll just do a thin line of trapdoors so it doesn't cover up the wall too much. But yeah, I think that's really good. I also did have some windows on this side, but I think I'm going to put another smaller structure here in a little bit, so we can do the ones over here instead. I think I'm just going to have basically this cobblestone wall come out. It might be slightly more detailed in the future, but for right now I think we can just keep this. I mean, it's worked so far. And I'm just going to copy the style of the window that we did over here onto the sides. But I was thinking in these shutters, it would be cool to have just like a little handle there using some dark oak slabs. I think that looks really cool, and it kind of ties that dark oak into this main build here, just in a very, very small way, so it's not too overpowering. I don't think I'll do any, like, flower boxes on this side, because I think over here it's okay if it's just a little bit more plain. But for the back, I've got a bunch of windows I wanted to put in here, while just doing kind of the same thing. But for these guys, I think I am going to do a little bit of greenery in here. Oh, and I forgot I was standing next to a giant cave. But I think that's good for a nice little back wall. It's not too detailed, but I think that's okay because we won't see it a whole lot. And yeah, our bamboo has not collected enough for us to finish the roof yet, so let's get started on this little mini structure right out here. I just wanted something to kind of connect it to the farmhouse. We've got this massive building here, so I wanted to just kind of ease it in instead of having the wall just run right up to the side of it. But that being said, I don't know that we're going to use it for anything because it is mainly just decorative. So this is really just going to be a short kind of building here. I don't know what style I'm really going to go for, honestly. Maybe just like a small little cottage out here. And maybe just to smooth the edges out a little bit, I'll use some walls instead of these harsh corners, which is also really good too because it's so small. It'll add a little bit more depth to it. So yeah, as you can see here, I've gone with kind of a more medieval style than I normally would, but an easy way to tie it back into all of this is just by adding a couple of leaves on it. Okay, but now it's raining and the hole in the roof is becoming a serious problem. I have collected a little bit of bamboo so far, so we might be able to get most of the way done with this. Oh, like painfully close. I need 4 more blocks. Well, at least I can use this time to leafify the greenhouse as well. And I'm also going to go up to the roof again to add a couple of small details. Like I got these lanterns from the librarian, so I thought I could use them up here because I think they'll go a little bit better than the copper will. And then for a very thin support, I thought some levers would work out pretty well. It has a little bit of the stoniness in here, and just looks a little bit less bulky than doing the fence gates in those corners. And then I thought to finish off the ledge, since we have like an opening here, I'll just do some slabs and a couple stairs, just to tie it off. I think it just makes it look a little bit more complete that way. Okay, I've got 3 out of 4 blocks that we need for the roof, so I can at least fill in the part that's visible to us. And also, I guess, take down all of the spruce wood scaffolding that I've put up. It does not fit the vibe I'm going for. And now it at least appears done from the inside. So now I think I'll start on the floor, which I'm going to use mostly, I think, smooth deep slate. Since it's really not a texture that I use a lot in the walls, I usually use like the side part, and it's also something I get a ton of while mining. Like I think I have a double chest completely full of this stuff, so I think it'll work for in here. Okay, so it is really quite a lot of deep slate, almost too much, but I think once we get more of the interior in here, it won't even really be that noticeable. And the main thing for that is going to be a sugarcane farm up top, which I should have kind of enough stuff left to do, at least a little one. And I can start by stacking up some pillars here to get to about this level, I think-ish. And then I'll just connect some slabs up here, because this will be the layer that our cart travels along. Really kind of front and center to the whole interior, to be honest. And I did bring a little bit of gold with me, so I should be able to make a nice little rail system here. That way we can really just visualize where this is going to end up, and that means that the sugarcane will be right on this level. To keep it simple, I'll use some spruce wood as a backing here, and then this is where our actual redstone mechanics will come in. We do have this kind of blocked here, where there should be a redstone right at this height. I've kind of experimented with it a little bit, and I think if I use shelves, since they can be powered on and off, They can be powered through this block by like contact or however that works. And then if I put it so that its back is on the side of the piston, I think if I put block here, it fires. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we can do that. Because I think if I had just redstone dust like here, it wouldn't really work. I couldn't tell you the reasoning behind it, I just know from my very, very basic knowledge of it. And I think that we're gonna have just enough quartz to make this all work, so that's good. And with that, I think that this thing is finally ready for some sugarcane. And we do have lots growing down here by the river still. There we go. Now the only thing that's missing is a hopper and a minecart, which I can just put right up here, and that should easily just keep going back and forth here. The only thing I need to add is some place for it to actually drop it off, which I think will be right in the middle here. I probably should have done this before I sent the minecart going, but that's okay. So I'm going to have it unload everything into that hopper there, but I want to try, at least make an attempt, to work with a crafter to have it automatically craft into paper so I don't have to do it myself. And I believe you need like a dispenser or something. Oh, a dropper, and some iron for that. So luckily we do have some left over, and we can easily make a crafting table. And there we go. I'm not entirely sure how this thing works, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, so I think if I basically just put this crafter here, it'll load stuff in, and if I select all of those to just have it put in the recipe for paper, and then I compare the signal, I might have to destroy some of the beautiful architecture that I've put in so far. I basically just have to extend it until the signal doesn't travel anymore. Which there's probably a more efficient way to do this. There's probably some kind of block that you can use along with this to make it a little bit easier. But this type of thing is within my capabilities, so I think it works, probably. And then if I just add any 3 items, hopefully. Oh, maybe I need a repeater here, because I think the signal has died. Okay, so now it is powered. It's just not crafting anything because I put dirt in there. I meant to bring my sugarcane with me, but I don't know where I put it. So now, if I were to put some sugarcane in here, it does! Oh yeah, you can watch it just fill up the signal. Oh, that's kind of satisfying. I love it. Okay, now we know that we don't have to craft paper ever again. And then to finish it off, I don't even think I need another hopper. I think it'll just dispense it right into the chest. And I'll actually make a double chest just in case. There we go, right on the front here. So yeah, now we have our own supply of paper. That'll just be right up there. And to cover up the redstone, I think we can make yet another use of our handy dandy shelves. And I'll even smooth it out with some trapdoors as well. So that's the sugarcane farm all set up there. But I have kind of neglected my bamboo farm. And I thought it would be cool to have a copper golem in here to actually sort some stuff out for us. But before we put one in here to have it running around everywhere, I want to figure out how to set up another auto crafter, I think, since the first one went so well. I'm hoping I can just have another auto crafter here, with a hopper that has a chest feeding stuff into it, with another redstone signal that will fire as soon as this thing is full. Yes, like right like that. So maybe one before that? Possibly? Oh, it did it. Let's see, would you like to do it again? Very good, okay. So yeah, now the copper golem can put stuff into here and it'll shoot out full bamboo blocks into this one. So I guess now all that's left is to go get a copper golem. Which basically just means going and getting a copper block. And a pumpkin from my old manually harvested pumpkin field. Oh no, I've angered an enderman. That's not good. I'm on a horse though, so it's not that bad. Hey buddy. You may be able to teleport, but I've got a bow. Oh, that was sneaky. Oh no, are you not able to shoot them? What the heck, I didn't know that. I love using my bow, that's so disappointing. Oh hey, you dropped an ender pearl. That's good. I don't really need it right now, but good to have for later. Anyways, that was exciting. But where was I? Let's see, I'll just put him right here for now. There we go. You're adorable, my dude. I'm just gonna move your chest right over to here. And then you can search in that, see? It's got some bamboo in it. Right? Yeah, there you go. Oh wait, I just realized if there's nothing in here, he's just gonna load it into that. Alright, that's my fault. That's not on you. Oh wait, please don't go outside. Oh no, I need another baby gate. I think I actually brought one. Okay, this is for you, because you can't be trusted. Okay, listen, buddy, I'm just gonna put something else in there, just for a second, so that you don't mess with it. See, there you go. He's doing it, and then it'll craft it. Perfect. I'm actually very happy with this. I thought this was gonna be a lot more difficult, but I'll also have this filtering into a chest over here that he won't touch. Although, you know what, he's gonna try to put it in there, I bet, since it'll have plain bamboo. Oh no. So many flaws to my plan. Okay, call me crazy, but what if we made just one more automatic crafter? Okay, there we go. And then I can run it really far underground here, I think. Okay, I think I got it working. Now this will just be hidden in the floor here. But yeah, it does. It crafts some sticks for me now. So that's good. Now he won't want to put anything in there. He'll just put stuff up there. I'm just going to do my very best to cover up this redstone, making it look kind of like a pile of bamboo. I don't know how convincing it'll be, but it'll be something. Oh no, he does like to check that chest first, though. I guess it gives him something to do. He eventually finds this one. But yeah, everything seems to be working well, as does our sugarcane farm up here. It's produced at least 10 more than when I last saw it, so that's good. Actually, one last thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a nice little crafting area over here. I do have extra storage in these barrels for any other random things that I need to store besides bamboo and sugarcane. And maybe actually just a nice little shelf up there. And maybe I'll even add a couple of plant pots in here with bamboo in them, of course. Plus, I suppose a little bit of lighting couldn't hurt. One over on this side as well. And you know what? Even a decorated pot, I suppose. I'll use one of my precious jungle saplings. And we can have a nice little tree in here as well. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty good in here. I really tried not to overdo it because it is meant to be kind of like a factory and not super decorated, but I couldn't resist having at least a couple of plant pots. But I think it did turn out pretty well. I would say it's a very nice addition to our village. But with that, I think that is all of the time that I have for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.